What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to the newest episode of Red's Rambles. This one we're gonna do a little differently. Obviously, this is gonna be a one-on-one. Again, we're going back to that for this one for sure, because I've been having something on my mind I've wanted to talk about and get off my chest for a good while, especially after doing all these episodes about the race and everything that's going on, police brutality, coronavirus, all that kind of shit. And then the stuff I've been seeing out there in the world. So this one, I thought this one was going to be titled Dear White People, which I thought personally was good, and I still do. But the more I thought about what was going to be talked about in this one, I felt it was going to be more about other, or people in general, right? Not specifically white people. So a good chunk of this is going to be basically a Dear White People thing, but I'm sure during the rambles I'm going to go off on just people and thoughts in general, opinions in general, that are like, bro, don't be stupid, right? So be prepared for that. And also, like anytime you get into a discussion or debate with somebody and then later on you think of something even better. So this one might actually have cuts in it to other days. Then it's not just gonna be a one shot, because there have been times when I finished a video and I thought of something a lot better I could have said, so I might end this one at one point, later on think of something later, and like, shit, man, I should have said it, and I'll just run up, cut to it, you know what I'm saying? So shirts could change, whatever, it's because I thought of something better, but we're gonna mesh them all together. So anyways, you kind of right now have a basic idea of what this one's gonna be, so we'll just go ahead and get started into it. We will start with the Dear White People part, I guess. And again, this is technically a Dear White People, but this goes for anybody who thinks this way, to be honest. Doesn't matter who you are. One, if anyone knows me, I hate stupid people. I don't care for it. I don't care for hypocrisy, any of that kind of stuff. I love open-minded discussions, all that kind of good crap. But, there are the people out there that, with this whole defund the police thing, that take it for literal. Take it for literally what that word means, defund the police. Now, I'm going to be honest, that's not a good way to say it, because that's not what they're trying to get across. It's not a 100% defund the police, like don't pay them. That's not what it's, the meat of that idea is basically truly, take that money that you're giving to them, like for the militarized gear and all that kind of stuff, and put it in areas where it'll actually do some good, either through additional training, either back to the community, back to fucking education, okay? Because we defund the education system almost every year, every fucking year. Basically, we take money out from the public school systems and give it elsewhere, So you got multiple teachers having to buy their kids their own stuff out of their pocket, which you already don't make a lot. Again, I don't think anybody in this country thinks that the pay rate of teachers is where it needs to be. Those are easily the most important people in our society right now in terms of jobs, is teachers, because they create or they help grow better leaders, better individuals, all that kind of stuff. And if you're paying them bullshit, how can we grow as society if the people we have to take care of and teach our young kids, ways to be a better person and good values and shit, we pay them like crap. Like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? So that, in a nutshell, in a quick nutshell, is really what the defund police movement is about. Personally, I think the name needs to be changed to something that's not as, whoa, don't pay them at all, what the fuck, That needs to happen for sure, because it's not what the fuck it means. It's not what the fuck it means. Now, I will say, there have been I can't remember where it was. But you can look it up easily. There has been a police county where they totally got rid of their police force altogether. They got rid of it. Boom. Everyone's gone. They fired them all. But then they allowed them to reapply to be an officer, and they put in more stringent training, more stringent I guess obstacles, not the word I'm wanting to use, but it's the word that's there on my tongue right now. More obstacles to get their job back, better vetting, better higher requirements, so they got rid of it, clean slate, made it better, made the training better, and then hey, if you want to come back, you can come back, but you got to reapply. And I'm sure some of them didn't make it, So there's that way as well, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because, yeah, nobody wants to go without the police. Nobody. I got guns here and all that kind of shit in case somebody tries something with me or my family. But at the end of the day, obviously if something gets handled like that, well, they're going to come regardless. Hopefully I did it correctly. Because I don't know all the laws around here. But, I'm going to defend my family if I got to. So that's one thing. And that's not necessarily a dear white people thing. Because I'm sure there are other folks out there that kind of want the same thing. So next thing I want to get into is this whole cops, life PD, even the Paw Patrol bullshit. The Paw Patrol is just funny. First off, it's not the first time cops got canceled, so whoop-de-doo. Live PD, a part of their reasoning for canceling the show was that they filmed, I think in 2019, they filmed the arrest gone wrong of a black man that ended up dying. Per their policies for filming, they had to destroy that footage. Now, the crew behind that actually tried to fight, I'm assuming it's the network, tried to fight the network to not destroy that in case, the courts or the judicial system wanted to use that footage. But apparently they couldn't win it. So if they were forced to destroy it per policy, contract, whatever you want to call it. But that coupled with what's going on now is a reason why they canceled that. Now, again, Cops has been canceled once before in 2013 for bad ratings. There's a chance, let's be honest, there's a chance somebody will pick them up, either or, live or Cops, at another point in the future. I say that, and I'll say this as well. I would bet money that a good portion of the people out here raising hell over them canceling those shows don't watch those shows. I have watched Cops when I was younger. Hell, there was an episode after, Colorado, legalized weed. There was an episode where the cop had a newbie with him, right? A new recruit with him. And they had to help this one homeowner try and find who stole his or her pot plant. And I distinctly remember the officer talking about how wild it was, how just last year, he would have been arresting this person for growing weed in his house. And now he's over here trying to help him find who stole his shit. That's hilarious. That's comic genius. That's gold right there. So I enjoyed the show growing up. I don't watch it no more. Yes, there are people that watch it 100%. But I'm pretty sure a good amount of those that are against it getting canceled right now and raising hell over it don't watch the show. Why are you worried about shit you don't support anyways in your daily life? You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things I always, people, like I'm pissed off about a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't let it get to me because it does not directly affect me. Yeah, that's bad, but it doesn't do anything to me, so why do I care? That's why a lot of my opinions, like in terms of, rights for other people, if that don't affect me, you can do what the hell you want, But now let's get into Paw Patrol. Because Paw Patrol shit is pretty stupid. Let's be honest, bro. Like, you're going after legit, like, everyone knows there's good cops and bad cops. And we want to protect the good cops. We want to create more good cops. That's why I had the episode yesterday because I'm filming this after the JT episode. We want more cops that are going to do the right thing and call out the bad ones. And that is what, even though it's a fucking kid show, people. Come on, dude. Paw Patrol is. They're the good ones. They're the good guys. They're what we want our actual legit human cops to be. Right? So you're going after good cops. Come on, bro. That's pretty stupid, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck, man. So that's just dumb in general. But, you got that. But then you also got people trying to cancel Paw Patrol. Because as of me filming this, it's not canceled. When I post this, it might be. I don't know. But as of right now, Paw Patrol is still on the air, still going. No problem too big, no pup too small, or whatever the hell. Yeah, I think that's it. They got this. Chasing them. They got this. But then you also got, Elmer Fudd. Fuck it. Elmer Fudd's been around forever. He ain't hurt nobody. He's killing the fucking rabbit. You know what hunters do? They kill rabbits. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Let him keep doing his thing. But then you also got on the, I'm going to say the other side, in terms of red and blue, you got because let's be honest, it's not really Republicans going after Paw Patrol or cops or anything. Let's be completely honest about that. It's not who's doing it. So then you go on the other side. Let's go on the red side, right? You got Tucker Carlson's ignorant ass over there raging hell against Elmo. I didn't even listen to it because I just thought it was funny. It's like with the Paw Patrol, that's just funny. I don't care to look into it because it's retarded in general. I looked into the cops and the live PD because those are real people. I could see a legitimate concern there. But you're going to go be some fucking puppet? You upset it was Sesame Street? I don't watch Sesame Street. My kid, I don't even think watches Sesame Street. That was something that was big back when I was young. But Sesame Street, from what I recall, was always one of those that instilled good manners, good, fuck, my brain, that taught kids and showed kids the right and the wrong of ways to think. No one's ever really complained about how dare Sesame Street teach my kid this and that. I don't think that's ever been there until now with fucking Elmo and Carlson's dumbass. But hey, teach their own. Left's gonna attack Paw Patrol, right's gonna attack fucking Elmo. Both of them are dumb as shit for doing that. Excuse me. So that's probably right now the good portion of the dear white people thing. But now I also want to get into hypocritical bullshit. Because as everyone knows, I'm not a fan of Trump. And say what you will about him, job numbers are good. I can't argue against that. I can't argue against that. I might have a little bit more money in my pocket because of him. Can't argue against that. Me, the man's just a dumbass. I don't care. He's stupid. But he posted that whole thing, or his secretary of whatever the fuck, I don't know, spokesperson, spoke about the whole Biden conspiratorial lies against him. If that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what it is. That is irony personified. That is the new definition of Webster. If you're listening, Webster Dictionary, that is a new definition of irony. Because you got a man who constantly is spewing, conspiratory shit on his Twitter feed. Talking to somebody, calling somebody else out on some conspiratorial shit. The guy's man supposedly blaming or accusing that 75, I want to say, year old man who got shoved and he started bleeding out of his ear, saying he was Antifa with zero proof, mind you, zero. Try and find it. Try and find proof that he was Antifa besides pulling up Trump Street. Trump Street don't say shit. Where he got it from don't say shit. They just like, what if? And yeah, you can what if everything, but when you what if shit without evidence, that's when shit becomes a conspiracy. So you got this man who literally just a few days prior talked about a fucking conspiracy, calling out some other man about a conspiracy. I say that to say this. I don't fucking like Biden either. I didn't like Hillary. I don't like Biden. I think Biden's win depends on who he picks for his VP. That's solely on that. Because if he picks somebody who's garbage, people are going to be like, oh, fuck. Because whenever he dies, that person's going to take over. He ain't fit, man. I'm sorry. He's not fit. He's probably less of the two evils, but I don't know. So we got that, right? So we'll start with that. That's going to be a good little rant right there, and 15 minutes in. But so yeah, I'm gonna cut this real quick, and then we'll probably come into something later on when I think of something. So first cut coming right now. Yo, ready? Back already? Yes, my friend, we are back already. Not even like 10 minutes afterwards, but fuck it. Here we go. Another ramble. We gonna set this one on why the fuck do you care? So we're gonna talk about range topics right now. And I'm gonna ask everybody, why the fuck do you care? Okay, so, bam, first hot topic. You know, let's go with gay people. Are you gay? Why the fuck do you care? You know? Like with gay marriage, gay anything, gay rights in general. You know, LGBTQ, whatever it is nowadays. Sorry, I don't know. You know why? Because I don't care. It's not my thing. Do what you want. Don't give a fuck. Why can't everybody be like that? Why you gotta instill your way of life onto other people? And this goes for obviously everything. I'm pissed off by a lot of dumb shit. But like I said in the last one, if it doesn't directly affect me, I really don't give a fuck. And that's how everybody needs to be. If it does not affect you, if it has nothing to do with your life or your family's life, the hell do you care? If this man down the road, who I don't even know his name, there's not even a guy, I'm just, you know, in general, right? If this dudes end up being gay, all right, whatever, you know, if you don't like it, turn around, walk away, you know what I'm saying? It does nothing to you. It does not affect you. Let the man live, you know, and that goes with, women's rights and all that kind of shit. You got this panel of fucking dudes making rules and laws and shit for what the fuck a woman gets to do with her body. Like, let her do her thing, you know? Fuck it. You know, like, yeah, you know, if you want to go into abortion and shit, you know, if it's later on, yeah, there needs to be a cutoff to where abortion should be okay. 100% agree with that. But if it's like 2 weeks in or whatever the hell, I don't know how shit works. It doesn't bother you as a dude, you know, especially if you're not the father. You know, if you're trying to pass judgment on little Cindy Lou Who, you know, 3 states away, you know, telling her what she can't do. Who the fuck are you? You're never gonna meet that girl in her whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't fucking matter to you. Why the fuck do you care? I don't get. That's the shit I don't get. Everyone, and it goes into, you know, power. Like, motherfuckers in power don't want to give up that fucking power, and it's so aggravating. I get it. Power's great when you have control over anything. Yeah, you know something about you, like. You know what I'm saying? You feel strong. You feel powerful. I get it. I get that. But motherfuckers be taking it too far these days. They take it too far. You know, because I think one movement that's trying to go around is, you know, Congress term limits. And that's great. I think everyone who's not Congress would be okay with that. All of us would. The thing about that, and I could be wrong, but the thing about that is, wouldn't Congress have to approve of that? Congress would have to put through a bill to go through the House, the Senate, and then the President and all that kind of shit to approve of it. And I'm sorry to say that when you have people in power who have been in power for decades, and now a bill comes, hey, you know, we're gonna kick you out. Basically, we're gonna kick you out. And like the younger generation, like, hey, we're gonna kick you out, and we're gonna limit all this stuff, right? I wouldn't doubt if they, because of that, say, yeah, fuck no. I've been here forever. You know, you ain't gonna tell your new ass ain't gonna tell me what the hell to do. You know what I'm saying? I've been here since the beginning. So, Congress term limits sounds great. It sounds fucking amazing, and I hope one day it happens. I don't see it happening when Congress themselves have to approve of it. Why would you approve to take power away from you? To limit your job, you know what I'm saying? So you got people, again, in there for 20 plus years, some of them, 10 plus years, some of them. And now you're saying, all right, well, next year or next election for you, you got to go find something else to do. They're set in their ways, you know? Maybe an executive order. Who knows? I don't know how all that shit works, but I don't think Congress term limits can happen in this Congress right now, considering they have to, I would assume they have to approve of such a thing. fucking great idea. I love it. I hope it happens. But don't think it's gonna be if it goes down the way it's going. So, yeah, it's gonna be, yeah. This one was only not even 50 minutes, but 5 minutes, excuse me. I'm rambling, I'm talking fast. I'm sorry, but you know, fuck it. It's what it's called, Red's Ramblings, cut number 2. What's up, everybody? This is gonna be cut number 3, maybe, I don't know. I might even just do this one separately, so however this one ends up online is how it's gonna be. Obviously we outside today, or right now. And we're gonna do more of the Dear White People shit that I was talking about earlier, because I just got finished watching Dave Chappelle did his little thing, 8 minutes 46 seconds, which, in case people don't know, that's how long that officer kneeled on George Floyd's neck till he ultimately passed away. 8 minutes 46 seconds. And so obviously, you know, for the most part, everybody condemned that shit. Of course, I've been seeing some ignorant ass motherfuckers. I mean, straight up ignorant people that it's really disgusting. It is like truly, like, how can a human being think that way? It boggles the mind, honestly, how someone could think this way, because there are, you know, a George Floyd challenges, which, if you don't know what that means, thankfully, that's good on you. And if you don't want to know what that means, probably turn this off, because I'm about to tell you. But there are white people, ignorant ass, dumb as fuck, honestly don't deserve to live, in my opinion, white people that are kneeling on either mannequins or buddies of theirs, right? And calling that the George Floyd challenge. And it's disgusting to its core. There is no humor in it. I have a very dark sense of humor. But there's no funny way you can describe that situation. That it's impossible. But so there are ignorant ass motherfuckers like that out there. And it's just, I get, you know, yeah, America, you know, think what you want, say what you want. And with social media, it's a double-edged sword, because you got a lot of people with good views and good opinions of the world, and of people that have ways to express themselves and get other people with the same mindset to all get connected and join each other. And be like, yeah, man, I like what you're saying there, blah, blah, blah. Let's get together, whatever the hell the case is, and build a community, right? So you got that, and that's beautiful. That's wonderful. But then, because of it, you also have these ignorant dumb fucks that can do the same thing. You know, that can spew out hateful ass fucking garbage. And you occasionally will find people that seem to agree with it. You know, and it aggravates the shit out of me. Because I know I said, yeah, if it doesn't directly affect me, it doesn't really, I try not to let it bother me. But I have such a strong hatred for stupid people that that is a direct effect towards me and my family. Because obviously, the fact that there are people out there in that world, it really truly bothers me. 100%. It directly affects me that people can be so fucking full of hate and ignorance and just blind to the obvious fucking truth. And I honestly don't understand it. We are so advanced. We've come so far as a society, as a race, as humans, from where we used to be. To still have ignorance of that level out there is just insane. I truly don't understand it. And if you got this, if you're one of those, oh, this is a joke. No, motherfucker. Like, even if you don't believe it, if you're doing it as a joke, you're just as dumb and ignorant and just disgusting as those people who actually truly believe it. If you're gonna take, this is just a joke, man. It's a challenge, bro. You know, I'm doing it for the views. No, you're doing it because you're a dumbass and you have no fucking respect for anybody. So, fuck you, honestly. If you're watching this, even though I'm pretty sure a lot of people that watch my stuff tend to, obviously, to have the same view as me. So, to get a viewer who watches this who thinks that way, it's probably not going to happen. But if by any chance someone is watching that, well, go fuck yourself, honestly. But if you watch that Dave Chappelle 8 minutes 46 seconds, it was It was not a lot of comedy, obviously, but it was a lot of passionate. I mean, the man got, you could tell shit was hurting. He's tired of it because it happens all the time. And he was referencing, different scenarios and situations of previous, victims of police brutality. And one of the things I find ironic about this whole situation is when you got people like the Black Lives Matter people who post, police brutality against black people, right? Then you got these ignorant ass white people, well, they kill white cops too, or it's police brutality against white cops too. Okay, so are you okay with that? Like, all right, so you don't want to see it as police brutality against black people. All right, fine. If you want to go that route, fine. But you obviously see it as police brutality, which in and itself, you shouldn't use that as a defense. Oh, what happens to white people, so it's not a problem. No, motherfucker, if it happens to white people, that means it happens to everybody. It means it has to stop because it is still a fucking problem that you got motherfuckers out there that are not right in the head, honestly. You got too much power. You got a brotherhood that protects them. And the ones that power goes to their head, their ego gets huge. And they go off and do shit because they know, whatever the fuck immunity bullshit. All they gotta say is, oh, I was afraid of my life, or I was afraid for my life. And chances are usually that tends to work and they get off. For even if it's on video, you blatantly kill this person, white, black, whatever, I don't give a fuck. You blatantly kill this person. All you gotta do is cry that you were afraid for your life, and you get off free. Chances are, and that's bullshit. That's bullshit. If you're afraid for your life because somebody puts their hands in their pocket, don't even pull anything out. Their hands are in the pocket, or they put their hands in their pocket, and at that point, oh my god, I'm gonna die, bang, bang, bang. You're not mentally prepared to have that job. You're not capable of living that type of life. You are not. That's not for you. That job is not for you. You are mentally weak. You're a weak person in the head. I don't give a fuck how strong you are. The strongest motherfucker, if he's mentally weak, that shit will break him and he can go off the rails. He or she. Doesn't matter. There's one thing I said after I got out of basic, because obviously if you see me in person and even in these videos, I'm not a big guy. I'm 6 foot 145. Okay, I'm not a strong guy. I can run. That's about it. I work out somewhat, but I'm not a crazy strong guy. I can't run super fast, So when I got out of basic, honestly, the way I saw it was just, oh, that was fucking easy. Because if anyone, I wish I would be willing to bet that a majority of the kids that go in these days, it's not physically tough. It's not physically demanding. It's mentally tough, mentally demanding. And if you are mentally weak, you will not survive. They will purposely, the sergeants, the drill sergeants will purposely bully you and beat you down. And it's not out of hate. It's not out of looking at somebody and feeling disgust towards that individual. It's breaking them down to build them back up. Because if you cannot take that, you will not survive out in a real life world scenario with war and combat and everything coming at you. You just will not survive that type of situation. So if there's a lot of them that they joke over cops. Back to cops. There are a lot of them. I'm assuming that got the job to have a badge, to have that power. That's really it. Serve and protect, and the shit got too. It went to the head. And again, this is not all fucking cops. Let me be fucking clear shit. This is not all cops. Not all of them. Okay? So if you think that, it's all cops. And all cops need to go, hey, you're part of the problem as well. Because that is not how you're going to fix this. Okay? There needs to be stringent training, better requirements, psych evals, all that type of shit. It's not just, can you shoot a gun? Or whatever the hell. There needs to be better physical training, better, combatives, or whatever you want to call it, jiu-jitsu, whatever. You need to know how to control a person, not just if any altercation comes about, bang, you can just shoot him. That's not how it needs to be. There needs to be a de-escalation of force and shit like that. In the rules of war, you are not allowed to shoot unless shot at. That you will get, fucking court-martialed for that type of bullshit. That's not how it works. And if it doesn't work out there, where you literally are in a country where motherfuckers will shoot you on sight just because you're an American, and that's how they have to follow those rules, then something very similar needs to be done here, because these are all our own people. Our own fucking flesh and blood Americans, whether they were born here, whether they got their citizenship, even if they're working towards their citizenship. They're fucking here, and as long as they're not doing anything fucking drastic, like killing people, selling drugs, or whatever the hell, even if they are, if they're not coming out to fucking shoot you, if they're, just putting their hands in their pocket, or like, was it Philando Castile had a registered weapon, told the officer he has paperwork, told the officer he had a registered weapon, and said, hey, I'm gonna go get the paper for you right now. Bam, 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 shot him. Told him what the fuck he was gonna do, and still got shot. Told the officer he was going for his papers. Still fucking got shot. There is no fucking reason for that man to be dead. There's no fucking reason for it. I don't give a shit. If you're scared for your life because he told you he was gonna get paper and you flipped out for whatever reason, you are not mentally capable to have that job, to have that badge. Point blank, period. If you are so fucking scared of somebody who just told you they were going to get papers and then they go do it, that you thought you were afraid for your fucking life, you are not worthy of that badge. And yeah, I know I'm going to get even people who don't 100% see my views on shit. There are people that kind of do, kind of don't. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. And honestly, fuck you if you disagree. I don't care. Like, what are you going to do to me? I ain't fucking worried. But this shit is gone too far. There needs to be better training, better evaluations, and more psych evaluations, and all that type of shit. Because the training they're getting, or some of them are getting, is not fucking right. It's not. If you're scared of small shit like that, and you know that, and when it comes down to it, if shit was to go south, all you gotta do is claim that you were afraid, or you thought you saw something, and I'm gonna get off just because of that. Nah, it's like the boy has cried wolf too many fucking times, and now people are calling him out on the bullshit. That's what's happening. Wolf has been called way too many times, and people are getting called out. You can take with that what you will, agree, disagree, doesn't really matter to me. For those that agree and support, everything I say, I love it, obviously. The feedback so far has been pretty damn phenomenal. I think I'm going to cut this with the others and get this on the roll, see how it looks. So hopefully you guys will be seeing this here shortly. I just posted the JT Wade one yesterday, so I might wait a few days till I get this out. And again, I could think of something later. But watching the Dave Chappelle shit really got me to want to say additional things. Because, when you hear about that situation to George Floyd, I can't help but get upset, pretty pissed off, sorry if the angle, I'm not always looking at the camera. But it's hard not to get emotional during that shit, because again, actually no, let's fuck it, let's keep this shit going. So you got them ignorant, white people saying, it's not Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, and all that type of shit. And then luckily you do get the people like, Black lives, or all lives won't matter until Black Lives Matter. And that's true, because yeah, all lives matter, 100%. Obviously, we as a people, everybody matters. But when you got people that are specifically targeted because of the color of their skin, they right now matter. They have always mattered. And just because there are a lot of ignorant ass motherfuckers who don't see that, I think I would hate a racist more than a murderer, I would think. I don't know. That's a toughie. But, shit can happen, go south, and you black outrage and kill somebody, and you feel bad and horrible, and you own up to, oh, fuck, I fucked up. If you go that route, hey, that man owned up to his shit. But racists, it's hard for them to own up to the shit. And when you see the shit, the ignorant ass, names and words going around, and even more so, you see, I like you see with the new generation of young kids growing up right now. You have like when I grew up, obviously I'm white. I hung around, I had a lot of black friends growing up. And I remember one kid in particular, one black friend in particular, told me if I wanted to say the N word, I could. I was like given the pass. I don't give a shit. Never said it. Um, wasn't about to, never wanted to, never thought about it. When I hear it from a white person, it makes me cringe. Um, Even if it's not out of hate, it's still like, But then, like, you see these new kids, these younger kids growing up, and they're around, their black friends, and they're freely throwing it out there, and their friends are hanging around. It doesn't bother them. Like a part of that is like, all right, I guess that's good, because in their minds they've taken the power out, because words change over time. Was it faggot used to be a loose cigarette or something? Gay, obviously everybody knows, used to be happy, but then it morphed over time into something else. Because now, you can say gay means happy, but that's not generally what most people attribute the word gay to anymore. Or was faggot a bundle of sticks? Either way, whatever the hell. So you have that. So it seems like a younger generation of teenagers right now have, I guess, taking the negative aspects out of that word, which is great. That's awesome if that's the way they want to go. The only thing that it still bothers me because, all right, cool, yo black friends, you can say that around. You come around my black friends and you would say that, it'd probably be a different story. You wouldn't get away with it. Even if you meant nothing negative by it, you weren't throwing it out of hate, you weren't calling a black person that. It was just, hey, what up? Something like that. Your people might be okay with that. My generation, and probably older, probably not so much. So that's kind of like is that good or is that bad? I don't know. I see the good side of it, but then with my generation, I also see people still gonna obviously take that the wrong way, even if it's not meant with any hate behind it. So yeah, I don't know. We're around 17, almost 20 minutes here. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this, put it together, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know. Obviously, there's a lot of emotions in these 3 clips that I've done today. So yeah, give me feedback and all that kind of good shit, man. Y'all take care of yourself. Stay safe. Love you. What's up, everybody? I just wanted to put out one last thing to end this. And I feel I need to remind people that even with all the bullshit going around, all the anger, the hate, all that blind ass ignorance, you gotta remember that there are more people, thankfully, that have open minds, have a better understanding of the world, how things work, are not, so disgusting and full of hate towards people that they've never met. People with different skin colors, different whatever the hell backgrounds, like ethnicities. There are more people against that type of bullshit than there are who think that type of bullshit. So yeah, even though we see it every day, because with social media and everything, if dumbasses like that have a voice, and it's so aggravating to hear and see. But there are more that are against it than that are for it. And just anytime you're confronted with those type of people, just remember, again, at the back, even if you just keep it in the back of your mind, just remember that there are more that believe that bullshit's wrong and want to try and do more to fight that type of bullshit than there are who believe in that bullshit. So always keep that in the back of your mind, because no matter what, we've come a long way as a country. We're coming a long way as a people in general. And eventually, it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's not going to be, a fast thing. But progress is happening currently right now. Changes are getting made across the country to better our people as a society. And by people, I just mean Americans in general. I don't give a fuck what color you are, dude. I don't give a shit. You know, if you're a good person, that's all that fucking matters. And there are changes being made to help that. Thankfully, you know, we're obviously hurting right now with everything that's gone on in the last few weeks and everything that's continuing to go on right now. But don't just think of here and now all the time. You got to remember that see the light at the end of the tunnel, that the changes going on now are going to better society and future generations. And that is what we need to fight for. Shit sucks right now. I understand, man. I understand as much as I can understand. But we are going where we need to be. We will forever, get better, because nothing's ever going to be perfect. There's no one answer for everything. There's always going to be bullshit left and right. There's always going to be somebody coming out against the progress, but at the end of the day, it's going to happen with or without those people. You can't stifle progress, innovation, and all that type of bullshit, or all that type of stuff, because it's not bullshit. But you can't stop it. It's happening whether you agree with it or not. So better either just keep your mouth shut and let it happen, or just start to see that, you can't beat them, join them, because you're not going to beat it. The voices right now are way too powerful, too vocal for you to stop. It's happening. And again, like that old saying, either if you can't beat them, join them, because it's happening whether you like it or not. And thankfully, I see a lot of good happening right now. And we just need more of that, more people to stand up and say, yo, man, fuck, enough is enough. Too many people on the sideline that have always seen the bullshit but never called the bullshit out. And thankfully, there are a lot more people now calling the bullshit out. And that's what we need, more of that, more of those individuals calling the bullshit out of all fucking races, age groups, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Everybody needs to see the bullshit and call it out for what it is. Because America is not, if anything, we are a melting pot of everybody. There is one person from every corner of the fucking globe on this country, on this land, whether you're a citizen, whether you're, a naturalized citizen, born here or whatever, whether you got your citizenship, or whether you're applying for citizenship, even if you're not right now, but that's what you want to do later on. Everyone's here to do good, to, better their life, their family. We all need to work to make that easier for everybody. Yeah, you have to follow the rules. You have to go about the right channels. And when the channels are fucked up, call that shit out. Because channels are fucked up. Ways to go about things are fucked up. Just because it's the rule now doesn't mean it needs to be the rule. Doesn't mean it can't be changed. Speak up. If shit is fucked up, speak up. Life's not fair. Life is a bitch, and there are hardships all of us must take. Nothing is going to be given out to anybody, but you have to be willing to fight for it. That's what we do. We see the injustice going on, and we go out and we fight against it, and we get shit changed. It's what we are always been good at, and we need to continue that. Because no matter what, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. And just being honest, man. Change is happening. Change is good. And we're going to have setbacks here and there. We're going to have people get in power or stay in power that fight it. But no matter what, it's going to happen. They're not going to be in charge forever, no matter who they are. This is not a fucking kingdom. We ain't got a king until that person dies. No, you can have your time. That's fine. Because when it's over, everything you've done, or everything, that has happened since, we gonna correct. We gonna get back right. You can take that however you want. Doesn't matter. Because people see the bullshit and are tired of it. and good for them. There are a lot more people to stepping up. Hell, look at me. I started this fucking podcast just to talk shit and have fun. You know, talk about things that interest me. And then all this thing happened, and I couldn't just sit back and not talk about it and not put, you know, my 2 cents in it. And I'm loving the support I'm getting from a lot of folks. And yeah, again, I know a lot of folks seeing this probably are only watching it because they see my views. But I would love to get those opposing views and sit down with, if the conversation can stay civil, I'll talk all damn day. You know, I'm not, if you don't come at me saying, oh, you're a dumbass, I won't say it to you. Respect is given, you know. You got it, you know, I have no problem keeping it civil, but if you go the other way, again, you gotta call out the bullshit. So just keep that in the back of your mind, man. It's hard. We're fighting right now for everything to get shit right, but it's gonna happen. It's tough. It's gonna take time. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be day and night, but it's happening. And always keep that in the back of your mind. Anytime you come across the bullshit that's going on, just remember, let them talk. It's gonna happen with or without him. You know, he can say his bullshit, whatever the hell, whoever wants to say. It's coming. It's coming. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna put all these together and get it out there for everybody to listen to and all that kind of good shit. You know, as always, like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, man. Y'all stay safe out there, man, and keep doing what you're doing. Peace.